Good morning all. It's September the 14th, 2015, and fall is slowly making its way south. Our warm-up begins. It's the Kansas State Fair. We always kind of get a blaster blow of hot air from Texas during that, so that's what we're going to experience this week. We were in the 70s. We're going to head back up into the low 90s. So hot days, cool nights. Fall can't be far away. Hope you all had a great weekend. Tennessee did its usual. Got out, nice lead, middle of the second quarter, decided to sit on that lead and ended up getting beat. It's an old story, so coaching problems when it gets down to game time still continue. Good thing I don't base my happiness on the success of a football team. Okay, not much news out over the weekend. Chinese investment capital went down. That was probably deemed the biggest piece of news over. Europe's industrial production number was twice as high as forecast, up 0.6%. So the news is split. That'll tend to make a trading range. No news on tap for us. The FOMC rate hike prognostications are split. Goldman says no. A lot of other people say yes. Saxo says it's time to do it. The Deutsche Bank says if they do it, treasuries are going to rally anyway because it'll hurt the stock market and there'll be a flight to quality plays. So Deutsche Bank, under any circumstances, don't raise interest rates, treasuries rally. Do raise interest rates, treasuries rally off of a flight to quality. We don't know. We'll have to see what happens. The best resistance is at 24. Or starts at 24. We got a question mark at 20. So we're going to get out. Everything's pointed higher. 23, 27, sell 1. 31.03, sell 2. On the buy side, 9 to 13, we're just going to play for a trading range with support at 8 to 12. And then 1 to 5. And I think we're probably going to be looking at this range until the FOMC meets and makes their announcement Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The pattern for this week is trading range markets for treasuries. The pattern for equities is actually to rally into an FOMC announcement. Okay, looking at the 30-year, we'll do a London split. I don't split off Asia because Asia usually follows the United States. If there's going to be a turn, it comes in London, and you can see Asia tried the lower end of the 30-year, and they got stops below 16 off the opening Globex, and then the Asian play stopped at 16, so the market is pointed higher. Got a low volume number at 11, got a bulge at 15. We're currently at 5, so I think this market can go higher. So 11 to 15 will be sell 1. 23, 27, sell 2. On the buy side, 25, 29, lean against this high volume number, that low volume number right there. 25 would be pretty good, may have to pay up. And then we're going to go stops below the overnight session, 13 to 17 for buy 2. Okay, gold was pretty quiet overnight. It was up a buck from Friday's close. And when you read the articles out there, getting physical gold, some big trader from London commented, said was impossible. So the explosive side in gold is to the upside, and we've seen that over the last couple of weeks. The big days where the markets have just really gone have been to the upside. We've got selling now. Last rotate up stopped at 6, so we're kind of where we were on Friday, where the 8 to 10 is resistance. So we'll make 7 to 10 sell 1, and then 13 to 15 sell 2. Buy side looks like we're headed a little lower. 1100, 02 buy 1, 95, 97 buy 2. And if the X period holds up, XY holds up, can't go lower, we're going to have to move our buy up into the 5 area, and we'll slide our sells up to 10 to 15. Looking at the euro, euro's off a little bit. China raised their currency like 3 pips over the weekend, intervened to the buy side. So the euro's off a little bit. Got the London high again just under a round number in the 1390 area. This selling started in the 65 area, so we'll make 55 to 70 sell 1, and then 85 to the buck sell 2. On the buy side, I think we're headed lower, but support could be at 25, so 15 to 25, let them get stops. Really don't like the long side of the market, and then we'll drop it to 1275 for buy 2. That might be a stretch given FOMC week, but we'll get started that way, and we'll make adjustments on the fly. Okay, crude was off, or at least it was this morning when I looked at it. A bit, not a bunch. So we got a seller really operating against 45, and we're at 42. So 75 to the buck, sell 1. And then 45.50 to 75, sell 2. 44 and a quarter, buy 1. Then 43.50, 43 and a quarter, buy 2. In Europe, they're reinstituting border guards. This invasion that's coming from the Middle East and North Africa. It's a tragedy. The United States had a big hand in creating this by withdrawing leadership and what stability we could add to the Middle East, in addition to funding and arming and training ISIS. And you can't vet these people. There's no way to bring them in an orderly fashion. ISIS has said we're going to be planting terrorists and jihadists in this mix. If you look at the pictures, most of these people coming north are fighting age males, 20 to 40 years old. So guarantee you there'll be some jihadis included in the mix. Okay, we rallied, started really on Friday in F period, we got a very strong close. You can see Globex open, came back up, and then where did it stop? We had this 2-letter ledge right here. Didn't quite make it up to the high volume area. Volume most recent in the market's memory. So we got some volume here and here and here. So I'm thinking we probably have pretty good support in the 30-35 area, and probably pretty good resistance in the 55 to 60 area. So we're going to sell 55 to 60. We get through that. 65 to 70 would be sell 2. Pick up the top of that in this volume over here. Now the market tends to cross one volume area, and so we've got, that's volume that we're looking at. We've got this attractor down here at 33. So we're at 51. Last rotate down on Friday stopped at 44, so 40 to 45 by 1, and then 30 to 35 by 2. And like I said, no news domestically here. What we'll be dealing with is just traders. The 50-lot trader has supported the market at every turn. The Fed's not going to allow this market to sell by much. So we'll see how she plays out. I will be back with you as soon as possible. Got a lot of stuff to post and get up and around. See you in a bit.